Ladies and gentlemen, we are...
What up? What up? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. We're back.
We are back. What is up, everyone? Hey, has been like a couple of hours. Looks like from our previous stream, it's been going like so fast.
Yeah. The prices.
I mean, you want us to talk straight about the prices? You want to talk straight about the vibes in the crypto in general? Because we have people crashing out left and right. We had the Charles from Cardano taking a break from Max because he's been like, okay, guys, price down minus 95%. And I need a break. He need a break from CT. And the funny thing was that someone posted about him being 38 years of age, which is crazy. Like crypto really is a tough place. It can age you, like if you don't take care of your health, of your mental state. Crypto just, it's aging, man. You have to be like mentally in the fucking trenches. That's probably trench capital fits so well the current market situation, because you have to be prepared for war if you want to survive in crypto. So yeah, welcome everyone back. Like, share the stream, and leave a question in the comments or anything that you have to add. We're probably gonna go through the market structure today, a little bit about Pulse Chain, a little bit about BTC, ETH, overall crypto vibe. So yeah, how have you been, MoneyGang?
Yeah, bro. I'm seeing kind of the crash outs and stuff. I saw like Nick O'Neill. He's the guy with the big nose who does all the skits and stuff like that, talking about tech stocks being better. I'm seeing a lot of guys, calling for kind of ridiculous claims. Jim Cramer is accusing Michael Saylor today of murdering Bitcoin because they sold 32 Bitcoin, $2.5 million worth, to fund the stock dividends. So, of course, I mean, the price, I think what's interesting is that we're coming into the buy zone. I think it's very, very clear that we're coming into the buy zone. I've said this kind of all year and been waiting on my toes, like, anticipating, but my buy zone is like sub 60. So sub 60 Bitcoin. So for me, like, I'm just looking at a chart on the right screen here, and we did wick down to that sub 61 mark, but sub 60, anywhere between, we could go as low as 45k. Who knows how far it'll go? Maybe we'll wick down to there 43, but I'm probably presuming like the best part of my buys, if I'm buying in Bitcoin, is 52 to like 61 ish, 60 ish, so those zones are going to be pretty good, especially if you think that Bitcoin's going to go and do 200k next cycle, which I think it realistically will. So you're looking at like, and I think what people don't really understand is, okay, why buy Bitcoin above everything else? Well, Bitcoin seems to be the runner first, and then your alts seem to do quite well after that. So you play the rotation game when Bitcoin gets a bit toppy versus the altcoins, whether that's Ethereum or something like that.
Yeah. Looking at history back, as you said, like Bitcoin has been proven to be outperforming most of the coins, especially if you play like on you have a decent big size capital where you can store some money. And hey, in the bull market you do outperform kind of everything, and it did outperform a lot of altcoins that people have been waiting for. Yeah, and 200k, 250k for next cycle, I think it's very doable.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I also think that Solana's literally in this area right now where it's getting ready to collapse. If you look at if you look at the structure of Solana, and we'll bring the chart up in a second, but it's at $67. And
67. Yeah, it's been battling, man. It's been battling. Solana has been in a battle in this range, actually.
it's looking like
Yeah.
it's going to drop into the 30 to 50.
Wow.
Yeah. That's
Wow. I actually just opened. So, do you want to pull up my charts? Because
yeah, let's do it.
I don't have like 200 weekly MAs. I don't have any other. My
I mean,
pure charting on
yeah,
on like majors, just random lines and just my vibe, what I feel, right?
sure.
Based on the city sentiment, based on the news, and a little bit of structure, yeah. And what we have here on Solana is like looking pretty rough, right? Because we had like the first bounce where we bounced over here. We had second one over here, like basically what was February.
Yeah.
And over here, it's looking rough. Like we have BTC, if we do have BTC dropping a little bit more, because I've seen some people really did like getting their feet wet into the longs a little bit on BTC. But it's kind of been weak. We didn't have the fast recovery, and
Yeah.
the buyers didn't really step in, and even the small like buys weren't really showing the strength. So now it's looking a little bit even scarier because BTC keeps like dropping a little bit more down, a little bit more down. But if you look at that, like you look at that chart, you'd be scared as fuck to buy.
Right.
But like, okay. If you zoom out, it's looking even scarier. It doesn't mean like it can form a bounce over here, but we do have. And what surprised for me, because Solana was holding pretty strong all this cycle, and it was bouncing way harder than BTC in the moments, like that. And right now it's showing weakness. You can see even like Bitcoin ETH is dropping way lower, like 2.8%, 1%, and you have Solana just like dropping 5%, like really heavy, right? So crucial moments, probably even tonight for Solana, getting back here. Even if you go on the weekly, 35 would be like the next range for Solana if it keeps dropping over here and lose this crucial point. It's been weak. Let me pull some BTC chart. What do we have over here? Yeah, I've been speaking because okay, we have this one.
Bro, how can you visually read the chart? Fucking hell.
So easy, man. So easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Okay. You think my lines are that's intense.
my lines are intense, but it's like pure vibe of city, and you can laugh at my lines as much as you want, but they have been accurate like probably 95% of the times. We have Trav who was laughing at my lines so many times, and so many times it's been playing out just the way I just drew them, because I don't look like on the just like chart vibes or anything, like pure based on the sentiment of the people that are reacting to the prices and the news, right? We do have here. So even if we lose this one and we finally go to like 53K, I could see this potentially being, a decent buy zone. Like I already got my feet wet in ETH at those level, because like, okay, it's been looking ugly, and I've been an ETH bull pretty much since we started dropping this line. I was like, okay, I do see this. And we failed crazy, because we had like so much, just stocks were overperforming overall, taking all the liquidity. ETH never got to perform. So I was really hoping that we get this like inverse head and shoulders and really push ETH like back to the highs, which it was very unfortunate for us. So we lost like just a trend line, broke it down. And I did get my feet wet, like at probably almost at the lows of ETH, like 1.730. Around like that, I got like a small 5% buy on ETH, and I'm looking to get 1.5, maybe a little bit lower, and definitely if we go to the bottom range, like 1.1, that I'm just like going 80% in. You live one life, guys. Crypto is a blessing and a curse at the same time, because when the prices go down, those are the times that you want to take the risk, right? That's where the wealth is built. When you buy and you are not comfortable at all, when people will say, hey, we're going much lower, everyone's screaming, okay, I'm leaving. Everyone is like very scared to buy. That's the times where like you get uncomfortable, but you press the buy button. You're like buy, and you pray. That's how most of the time works. But yeah, man, I'm gonna buy some tone, even though like the chart is not looking so much. We had a clear like push over here, and everyone on timeline was screaming for tone to go to $10. It's finally getting even if you look at my timeline, we have like hype a little bit dipping. You know how we were speaking yesterday about even hype not getting a correction, because it was like making new all-time highs. It went like all the way up to $75. Meanwhile, BTC was just dropping, and now we have some of altcoins. You have even Tone that was holding pretty well, dropped 15%. We have hype just getting a small correction over here. So that's interesting to see. Actually, that's very good.
Yeah. I mean, Arthur Hayes posted something, right? He said, he had sold 16, I want to say 16 or $18 million worth of hype in there.
He sold everything. Correct me if I'm wrong. He sold hype into Near protocol.
No, he sold both his hype and his near.
He sold Near also.
His SEC, yeah. He hasn't sold his Ccash.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
So I could bring it up maybe. Yeah, so he had sold that, and he had said that Hyperliquid was going to go to $150, literally just last week, which is hilarious.
He has been saying that, not that, but about other coins, that he was having positions, and he was calling for some unrealistic prices, and then the next day after he's like, okay guys, I sold everything, right? That's the typical KOL guys. Like I've done it myself. On a couple of coins, because it's like you wake up in the morning, you press buy, you're like so bullish, oh my god, it's pumping a little bit, and then you're like, fuck, the market looks toppish, or the market is not looking great, and you're like, yeah, I want to get the fuck out of this trade, right? And you just sell the next day. Sometimes it works for the good, sometimes it's just like you just want to.
The heck? I think we've lost him, bro. What? The ghost. Where's he gone, bro? Oh, he's dipped. All right. Well, I guess I'm taking over. It was just
Heavy. As I
bro, you completely dipped.
But it went after that. It went crazy. Like even like the small pullbacks we've dropped. Even on this one, we got like what 37% correction at least. And right now we are going so far 25. If we go all the way to 53K, I mean that's like an insane opportunity in my eyes.
Did you know that you just completely went off screen for a good like minute or so?
No way.
Yeah. You went off
Oh,
screen. It like just went completely blank. So I was just like, "What the heck's going on?"
oh my God.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but what I've been saying is probably not a bad time to get back into crypto and watch some charts and get your feet wet in some of the coins that not altcoins. I'll still be with the majors, right? Personally, not interested in BNB at the moment, even though it's been doing quite well. I would
You want to
stick
bring
like
up the chart?
haven't been looking at BNB honestly. How is it looking? you know, hey, CZ, what are you fucking doing? He was fighting hype, and he's like, okay, let me pump that chart, and he pumped it like really well because like from here, when they were getting in arguments, he pumped it very well, and this dump like just okay, guys, that was it, just one candlestick
Yeah.
down. BNB is looking out like think with those right.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good. I mean, BNB
It's looking pretty good,
600.
but
It always does quite well on a bear market. To be fair, like I think it only dropped like 75% last time, 70%. You know, that and Tron always seems to do all right. It seems to do all right. So like 70% down, we'll bring it down to like $300-400. Yeah, that's
$400, right? I would like they're a powerhouse at this moment, right? BNB.
sure. Yeah,
They control a lot of the market shares, and they're constantly building new tools, new onboarding tools, and probably one of the biggest exchange in the world.
but by the way, Zcash looks like it's actually it's dumping like heck, man.
Is
Down
the
26.
Zcash. So on
Down
Zcash,
down 26% on the day on the day.
yeah, you can bring up your charts if you want.
Sure.
Zcash, I believe there was a massive food yesterday on Zcash.
What?
There was a massive fund on Zcash. Some people like heavily attacking. Zcash was offline or hasn't produced a block in a couple of hours. That
Right.
was the message on X, and everyone was basically copy pasta the same post. And Mert, which was full posting Zcash from basically like $80 or like something like that, maybe lower. He was just ranting and going on under every single post and posting like, "Hey, it's the Explorer that is down and not the actual blocks." Because people, yeah, because they're like, "Oh, so you're promoting Zcash and that privacy coin, but it's not." It's not been producing any blockchain blocks like for the past 4 hours. It's been dead, but it was just an outdated block explorer. Which
Yeah,
is
it's crazy. It's crazy. They're 26% on the day, minus 26% on the day. You got Hyperliquid, which is down 13% on the day. It's pretty insane, actually. Clearly topped. I think Alpha Hayes has just sold the top because I think this thing's coming down, bro. I keep saying this, but I think yeah, it's gonna drop. Asta looking like it's probably gonna hit that the buy zone of like $53, sorry, or maybe even lower to 40 cents would be quite a nice buy. Sui down 7%, Sonic down 11%. Holy crap!
everything is breaking kind of down, but that's just the result of BTC.
Sure.
BTC recovery is weak, and the BTC like can even drop tonight. So the way we have right now the streams, right? The way that we have the streams is actually when the market is getting heated, and I would expect like in the next like 5-6 hours we get like some major moves on Bitcoin, probably moving even a little bit lower, with the altcoins finally reacting normal, and they're dropping like 10%, 50%, 20%, right? They're like going right down.
Well, I mean, Bitcoin went as low as 61K today, at 63, but like the altcoins are really reacting quite poorly. I mean, I'm just looking on my sidebar here. You can see
Right now, it does feel like a bear market, where
it is.
like coins are.
It is a bear market. I've been saying this since fucking November, but no one listens to me. No, I think like when you see the best performers drop 26% in a day and 14% in a day, holy crap, we're
Right.
going down, guys. Like strap in, and like even Pulse, bro. Like look,
Oh
it's
my,
all
Pulse
time
is going for a new time
all time life. Yeah,
low.
bro.
Right. Right.
I've
Let me. Oh my God,
told
because
people, man. I've had arguments on Spaces and stuff about this, but this is going to go
I, you
lower.
know,
Go lower.
I've heard a little bit about that, and
I know, yeah.
I,
I don't really understand where the logic comes from, right? Like, I'm looking at it on the daily. We've got like 4 or 5 days in a row. Sorry, this is on the weekly. Excuse me. This is 4 or 5 weeks in a row.
no, we had the 10 months red in a row. So
Sh- we're on the 11th month, man. It's gonna be 12th month by the time we come to the end of this month. It's crazy.
right, we're on the 11th.
The
That's
candle's getting thicker and thicker. Like, so yeah, it's interesting. It's really interesting to see.
I'm not even embarrassed, and I've deleted a little bit of my charts, but Pulse chain, what
You
I've
know,
been like quite bullish. But let me show you something. Bring up my chart. Bring up my
you need to share screen again.
I
It'll come.
believe. Okay, let me do that again.
Yeah, alt season A. Yeah.
Alt season. Do we have any comments? You want to go through that a little bit?
No, only if you I just
Only a
put.
few. Okay.
Yeah, bring the screen up. That's a scene.
All right. Try now. Is it working?
Yeah. This is the one. Yeah.
Yeah. About Pulse chain. Right. Right. That's it, boys. Like I'm not even speaking about the first all-time high. We can look about from this one, right? And it's like, oof. That's pain, bro. That's pain.
96% down from where?
That's pain.
Is that from
That's
the all-time high?
no. That's like from.
Low?
For me, this is not even an all-time high because it was so fast. It was the beginning and nothing. I'll take this as a
But you have to say
little bit for.
that is when the all-time high was, right? Like the very
That
beginning.
that was truly, but most of the people weren't even on Pulse chain. At least I wasn't there. I entered like Pulse chain around like I entered this because I knew my PLSX sacrifice from $500 went to 50 or even less. I was like, what in the world is going on, right? What is this Pulse chain thing doing? And that's when I finally started to get like around this area in the Pulse chain. But what's interesting that most of the bounces we've had like actually starting from summer. So we had like this bounce back in 2023. We have these nice like big dips, but it was the first launch, and we have after that a huge rally up, right? I believe in the beginning Hex even did like a 10x, something like that. Even PLSX did like almost back to sacrifice at 10x. Second one was also close to the summer. We had like just dipping into the summer, and August, September was a really bottom. We didn't have any real major movement. Like, okay, you can see like June, July a little bit, and after that it was like almost close to a local bottom for Pulse chain, and then it rally up. And now we are going in 2026 summer, full bloodbath, right? Full bloodbath. It like I don't want. Should I bring it even like just weekly so it looks like even more close? It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. But if it finds a bottom this summer, I would expect like an easy 5x X with a whole market. Like we don't have even any market structure because it's been like not respecting anything. Every single major resistance and like, okay, we're gonna break up, it just failed so many times. Every single time we were on the like resistance, just sell. And do you remember that crypto structure where there is like the timelines where you can make most amount of money in crypto?
Yeah.
Right. And 2026 is like the year of opportunities. Well, if that doesn't sound
about the banner cycle, right?
Yeah, the banner cycle. If that doesn't look like an opportunity, I don't know what else will do. So yeah, man, excited for more cheap prices on Pulse Chain.
The banner cycle.
And I truly believe like this summer could form a really nice rounded bottom for PLS.
Again, I don't think it's uncorrelated. That's funny. 2026 years of good times, high prices, and the time to sell stocks and values of all kinds. It's correct for stock, not for crypto, I mean,
right, but we have
the SPX at fucking all-time high, and tech stocks booming. You got the IPOs coming up as well. For
what do you think? Because we didn't touch about this at all. But what do you think about the people needed liquidity in some way for the stocks, right?
Yeah,
because they want to participate in the IPOs. They needed like, okay, let me sell some,
which are ridiculously they're overpriced, bro. They're so overpriced.
Trillions.
It's
Straight
like,
away, billion. We will speak about some huge valuations of billions and trillions. So
trillions, bro. Like you look at Anthropic, you look at OpenAI, you look at SpaceX. SpaceX is a 1.75 trillion market cap pre-IPO. It's like what?
It doesn't mean it wouldn't go higher because it's Elon, man, right? And he's been like, he's been ripping with the technology and everything, right? We have like multiplanetary expanse. We want to go to the Mars. He actually posted on the yesterday live. We didn't get to catch that, but he posted the dick butt as like first drawing on a Mars. And my trade didn't go quite well on that.
Yeah,
because that coin went literally to from 0 to 4 millions back to 0, which just shows
you're talking about like SpaceX being worth more than all of Bitcoin combined.
Right. It could.
Like,
it is.
Why is it? Why is SpaceX worth more than Bitcoin?
Well, let's say they're doing way more than anything. They're sending rockets to the moon, man.
Yeah, but that's not profitable, right? From a business standpoint. How's that profitable?
Right now, probably not profitable, but profitable in a way for humanity in the long term.
I think that it shouldn't be starting at that high of a valuation. 1.75 trillion. Okay, to give perspective, I'll give you even more perspective here, right?
Go ahead.
Meta, the valuation is higher than Facebook, it's higher than Tesla, it's higher than Samsung, it's higher than Berkshire Hathaway, it's higher than Saudi Aramco as well, which is the massive big oil, probably the biggest oil company in the world, or it's eighth valuablest most. So it's placing itself in terms of its valuation to be number 9 basically.
But let me bring a fact that you're probably missing out. Do you remember they had the court with OpenAI, and OpenAI is supposedly have to pay them monthly for their services that they're providing 1.2
But OpenAI is not even
For
profitable, right? OpenAI is not even profitable.
it is. I mean, they're having huge numbers, man. They're
Yeah,
paying huge numbers. So they're basically renting a lot of good tech to those guys.
I
And
don't know. To me, it just seems they're Ponziing it up.
it is a Ponzi. It is overvalued, of course, because you're speaking about 1.6, you said, trillion or 3?
1.75 trillion.
1.75, right? That's
Right.
huge numbers, right? So you can look the way that it is overvalued, or you can look at crypto prices and say, hey man, crypto is probably really undervalued at those prices, right?
Yeah.
So
I
I'm
think it's
looking at
actually
that
going to
way.
be a local top. I'll put a prediction out there. I think it will start running, and then I think it just drops off a cliff, and the stock market drops off a cliff at that point.
So you're saying that the SpaceX IPO would make the local top for
I think it'll be a
stocks?
top for stocks. Yeah, I think it will be your top for stocks. I think. Let me find out the actual dates of the new IPOs. Dates of IPOs this year.
Should be like really close.
You've got. Let me see upcoming IPOs. Check Yahoo Finance real quick.
Yeah. But what? So that's like not so bad for crypto, because we've been speaking about that in our previous lives. That the top for the stocks could mean potentially a bottom for crypto, and specifically for Bitcoin.
The targeting June 12th, but then so they debut on June 12th. Dude,
All right.
it's crazy. It's SpaceX here. We were public listing targeting October 2026.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, SPX is like still breaking new all-time highs. S&P 500. It's been going like 7,500, something like that. It's been pushing like crazy.
Yeah.
A lot of other stocks. So
Mm.
that's not a bad timing for Elon, because man, you like, people love to invest in FOMO
Well,
and when things
it's
are going
interesting to
up.
see. I don't know. To value it at 1.75 trillion to like 2 trillion potentially is insane. It's just fucking insane.
Right.
It's stupid. Yeah, same with OpenAI. Same with same with Anthropic as well. I think Anthropic is actually the least one. They're looking at like a $900 billion valuation.
Okay.
But yeah,
Anthropic has been doing great, man.
yeah, Claude's
They're
awesome.
still, yeah. Everyone, like from the tech, probably is using, right, Cloud, and that's just a big feature that will change our whole world in the next 5 years.
So
The world will never be the same, man.
with prices so low, using volume and transactions per day is what matters on which project will do
What
well. I think in the next 2 years. Okay, Pulse is gay. Okay, awesome. Auto spelling.
Pulse is gay.
Yeah. Thousands have lost everything talking about Richard Hart's products. They'll probably find him talking about. I'm not going to put up the other comment for it's a bit inappropriate for. I don't know, bro. Like, I don't really know what's going on with. I mean, the Pulse chain ecosystem has been struggling for a while. So I think you have to take. There's always the other counterplay, right? Like everyone knows it. He's got a massive big bag of Ethereum, and he probably wants Ethereum to go
Right.
up to 6K before he starts deploying it. So he will deploy it. He's shown that he's deployed it before. He might deploy some of it. He might not deploy any of it. but it's always in the background, and that's what keeps people holding. As an ecosystem, he launched ProveX in the same way that Charles Hoskinson launched Midnight to try and give his people a pump, basically. Let's keep it all the way 100. You've got a chart up here, Peacock, right?
Yeah. Before going into that, I want to touch a little bit about Richard and the community, because it's a pity, man, in a way that you have such a strong, dedicated community that is working their ass off every single day. They're coming on X, they're posting Pulse Chain, they're working overtime just to provide some outside marketing, and you don't see anything from the founder, right? You don't see any moves, any impulses, anything that will show you that okay, this guy, like, he's building for the future, right? There is a hope, there is like a vision. That's the thing that pisses me off a lot.
Yeah, I think
you have the community.
You just gotta not give it credit. You just not gotta give it any fucking credit or
And
whatever. You have to just like step back.
I don't even know him because I haven't been a Hexagon. I haven't been in Pulse Chain.
No, but but you talk. If the more you talk about it, like, I think you just ignore. This is the problem.
Yeah, probably just focus on your own and just ignore and like respect the charts.
Yeah, like the more that you focus on it, the more that people get peed off.
Yeah, you can bring back the Peacock chart. We were speaking yesterday, and we were like, "Hey, it was 7.5 or something like that," and we were like, hey, maybe that was a good buy, right? I still believe Liberty supporting the Peacock itself. It's a nice bonus, and they're like constantly developing, building new stuff, new yield protocols. They have an active like buy and burn feature from their bridges, because it's probably, I don't know exactly numbers, but they're probably the top one bridge used for Pulse Chain, for people moving inside, outside the funds, which gets a lot of revenue generated, right, for the protocol, and they're using that for buybacks. Actually, a strong coin that I believe if Pulse Chain will do good, this is probably the one to watch for. It break down a little bit and maybe can go a little bit lower. Like, that's when my second buy, because I have my bags packed, but I wouldn't mind actually buying more if it goes like slightly, maybe 6-7 millions, a little bit down would be nice entry. I want to open the Hex chart because it's pain. It's pure pain, bro. Like, Hex chart is a no for me. But ProveX, what the thing that was supposed to bring the trust back, because it says literally trust is dead. Trust is dead when you look at this chart, man.
Yeah, it's broken down.
And what's been happening with all the cores, the same pattern, forming. You say, okay, it's bullish, it's forming a falling edge. You have like a clean cap handle, boom, Richard steps in and pumps the chart, or like post anything, or at least something about this, but it's like, okay, just taking a piece of, like,
it's not.
And we had even the capitulation on that chart because someone swapped yesterday or 2 days ago when we were speaking about the PDI, so they like moved a lot of capital. We have a lot of angry fans, a lot of angry PDI fans in our comments, because I did a comment about PLS needed to be successful for Pulse Chain to be successful. And they got really, really angry on that. I see if they don't see the vision, but it's just simple math, man. Imagine if ETH wasn't successful in the first place and it never got, the pump. that option, there wouldn't be anything built on top of that. There wouldn't be like people supporting it, people wanting to buy. That's how you create the first value, the first thing that people want to come in your chain. You have your gas token, your gas coin to be successful. But yeah, ProveX at this moment still in beta. I do believe they're getting like a little bit of updates recently.
Updates ain't gonna pump the price though. No one gives.
But I mean,
You know what I mean? Like, I
even
saw people on Twitter say, "Oh yeah, it's in beta, this and the other." I'm like,
it's in beta,
bro,
right? But it's like,
bro, I don't care if it's in beta. The point of the matter is that like we've seen this so many times. It's like, dude, like an update isn't. It's just a news event. It's not. It's nothing special. It's not going to cause it to reverse and get back to where it was. It's just not. You know, it's just something that people hype up in order to try and raise the prices.
exactly. Money Gang, let me give you a question, right? Let's say you have a vibe sentiment change in the crypto, and you have like a little bit of pump on ETH, on BTC.
Dude, I don't do fucking vibes, man.
What coin would you buy on Pulse Chain?
You just buy the free, like you just buy a bit of Hex, a bit of Pulse X, and a bit of Pulse. That's it.
Okay.
And maybe a bit.
So
of Peacock.
you'd go
You buy
like
a bit of Peacock because I think Liberty Swap have buybacks on their coin. You probably buy some PTGC because it's the best performing coin, and probably will be the best performing coin going forward. And then you look at if ProveX is 90% plus down, then you buy some ProveX. Ink, I don't know if Ink's gonna recover. I struggle to see it. I think Ink is kind of cool, but I don't think it's really adopted it because like the big whales don't really care about Ink so much.
Bro, how is Hex? Look at that.
Yeah, it's the lowest lick. Excuse me, lowest lick point
in the
But
world.
yeah,
like
yeah, it sucks, man. It
you
sucks.
don't even
I keep
want to
saying
look.
it, and I know guys who are really Hex Maxis now.
I'm a Hex Maxi.
Well, I don't understand how you can be a Hex Maxi.
I mean, I was, I was a Hex Maxi, like probably like from this era, because I've been looking like overall. I was like, bro, this looks like, I don't know where is my previous chart, but I've been looking at Hex and like this range from here, all over from here, I was comparing it to XRP. I was like, okay, that's a huge long ass accumulation, right? That's insane accumulation. So I was like, it's not a bad time to be here if you got like the bounce. Crypto was looking great. It was like, it's not a bad time to be a Hex Maxi. And I was just buying. And even if you bought like over here, like me, you're still down 90% on your buys.
It's just terrible. That's the thing. Like it.
So right now we are.
You know what's sad, man? Like I had a mate of mine who sacrificed for the Pulse chain, the Pulse sacrifice, and he said he saw a short. He said a short that I did on ProveX, right? And he said, "Oh, is it Richard Hart's new pump and dump scam coin?"
Mm-hmm.
That's how would they look at him, and it's really hard for me to go, "Oh no, Richard's this that." Like, I ain't gonna defend it when you can't defend your own prices. Like, if I seem a bit down and dreary, because I am, because it's kind of tiring to try and back someone who just disappears on the whole community. Like he decided to disappear on the whole community.
Taking a break.
Taking a break.
Of breaks.
Yeah, taking a break, and he only like really starts posting when he wants to sacrifice. Like that's shit.
Yeah, I brought the PLS ratio over here.
I'm not gonna show the name, or I'm gonna try and hide the name real quick. But actually, I'm not gonna show.
You don't want to do that.
He keeps coming out with pump and dumps. He's the final boss scammer. Like it's so fucking hard to when
when prices are going down, it's rough, man.
It's not just that though. Like he sold very early his when the court case came out, SEC case, he wanted to sell, which is rightfully so. Right? No one wants to hold a product when it's got a lawsuit on it.
Right. That was a good moment. Honestly, looking back at it, there was
Go on the chart and have a look at August 20. When was it? August 24? No. When did Polstream come out? 23?
23.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait. So was it like somewhere around this 25
July.
when the SEC was over?
No.
And probably around here when it was announced, like in 24, right?
No. It was way before that. The chain was up years before. Yeah, it was July 2023 when the announcement of the end of July 2023 when the SEC lawsuit came about.
Oh, so we can, yeah. Well,
Yeah, and it made an all-time low. Yeah,
right.
there it is. And then that pump there, you see that big ass pump? That was $25 million into the ecosystem.
Looks great, man. I miss those vibes. Yeah,
And then
I'm telling you, like this is the range where I got my first, I would say, connection with Pulse Chain.
Yeah, and buying down there would have been great because you've just had all the FUD from the SEC lawsuit.
Right.
But yeah,
well, right now we're still same. Like
it's got
I've seen
to find a floor. It's got to make a floor sometime. Like it just doesn't look like a chart to buy really right now. And I hate to be super bearish like that, but when I see the price making new all-time low right now, after new all-time low, like there's no end to this. Like go on the monthly, go have a look at the monthly.
I will still remain that Pulse Chain is gonna probably make the lows this summer.
But why would it follow the rest of the market? I don't understand that.
Because it's been respecting for years historically, right? If you believe you are a 4 years cycle believer, historically it's been
everyone's a
4-year
cycle believer.
Well, Ben is
if you're not a 4-year cycle believer, I'm going to say something right now. If you're not a 4-year cycle believer, you're a retard. You're fucking retarded. And I'll tell you why you're fucking retarded. Because you tell me when was the top for this cycle, this last cycle?
The top was like wait.
When was the top?
Like when I had my triple top, let me sell.
When was the top? When was the all-time high? It's 126k top. When was it?
Right. Well, October. It was October.
October. Okay. Yeah. When was the last bottom?
The last bottom.
Mm-hmm.
The last bottom, 2022.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. 16k, 15k. December, but
most
of the people call that.
When was the last top before that?
Well, I wasn't even aware about crypto at that time.
When was the last top before that?
Yeah. What you're trying to say is that it does. We had like the 4-year cycle was intact, right? So there is no doubt about that. But what I'm saying historically,
it's like people were like, yeah, no, Q1, Q2, like we guys, wake up. We're in fucking Q3 now. Like we're near the end of Q3.
Historically, Pulse Chain has been forming a nice bottom around the summer area.
We're in Q2, January, February, March, April, May, June. So we'll be at the end. It will be in Q3 next month.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know. Like,
if you have bags, hold strong.
I don't. Somehow, like it got popular that like the 4-year cycle's over. I don't know where that came from, but
that came from the stocks pumping and that came from stocks pumping, and not only him, but the stocks pumping and Bitcoin and crypto underperforming, and they were like, okay, alts didn't perform, so we have to have a super cycle. And it was not only Ryan, because he was like, okay, he had his show, he has his views, but it was Alex Becker, Elliot Trades. You had like a lot of big those streamers from crypto. They were shouting, altcoin season coming next, altcoin season, alt season, alt season. Every single YouTube video with alt season, right? And it never came because the belief was there. The belief was there that altcoin season will come when ETH will pump. ETH never pumped.
Tech stocks got the altcoin season. That's you know.
I mean, that's where the super cycle was coming from, right? And the bullishness. But we never got that, and we're over here like right now, Bitcoin at battling to regain the strength at like 63K, which it's doing not bad, man.
Really?
Yeah,
it's gone from 84K down to 63K in basically 2 days.
Yeah, and we haven't had Sailor. Actually, people are ranting because Sailor made a post yesterday after selling 32 Bitcoins. He made a post back to work. Right.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I mean, these guys
back to back works.
It's gonna go down. I mean, they gotta sell more. They have to. They have to sell more. They have to.
Yeah, his bags underwater about 11 billions unrealized lows.
It's the biggest trade ever to be underwater. It's like a record.
What? I'm pretty sure after this cycle, Sailor is gonna make a movie.
Yeah, I mean, like
he was like it's a great story, you know, being down so much, and the next cycle, if it goes to 200K Bitcoin, it's gonna be an insane movie scenario. And he's probably gonna raise more money with that to buy more Bitcoin, honestly.
Because his mind is going. If he's not like, obviously, I don't know. I think maybe he's a little bit too crazy with it, right? Like him and Tom Lee are a little bit too crazy with it.
Right.
I think, for example, what kind of pissed me off about what they did was they backloaded the amounts they were buying to when it was getting higher into the 100Ks. So like they were buying heavier. So instead of having like a DCA where they were DCA in the lows, and they did DCA the lows, but they were cautiously DCA in the lows. They weren't like spending the amount that they were when this thing was pumping up to 100. So like they've just heavily bought, and their average entry price is 75K, which you would say on the basis of when they started this journey, you know, they probably could have averaged down, and they were averaging down from 69K down to, 15K. So they could have averaged down to like 30,000. So buying at an average of 75K is pretty freaking high when you actually deep it.
It is. But it is the FOMO, man. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It is the FOMO that kicks in.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's lower than the last season's all-time high, which is crazy to say.
Yeah, I believe we have a good one today. We went through overall macros. Yeah, it's been going pretty fast, those streams.
Yeah, and we'll be speaking tomorrow for most of the audience. We'll be speaking tomorrow with Andy Lian.
You mean today?
Well, it depends what time zone you're in, right?
Right.
Yeah. So,
right.
So for a lot of people, it would be tomorrow morning, and so that's going to happen. We'll talk about Binance. We'll talk about what's been happening in his world, his predictions on what's going to happen. Obviously, he's been in the game since I think 2011. And he represents 20. He gives advice on crypto to 26 different nation states, heads of nation states, which is going to be fascinating. So we'll have some good chats, and then yeah, like we're back next week. I think we were talking a little bit earlier. We may change around when we do the show, but we'll see. We'll see for now. But yeah, guys, join the Telegram group t.me/Trench Capital Lounge. We're growing that out as well, and we'll be back, Monday to Friday chatting, and we'll probably have some more guests on next week. I would presume.
Yeah.
Any final words?
Looking forward to the end this stream later tonight or tomorrow morning. So make sure, guys, tune in. If you are on YouTube, hit that notification button, right? You have MoneyGangCrypto, you have Alphaballers. Also follow us on X, Seek Alpha, or MoneyGangCrypto. You have all the links over here. We post reels, we post about crypto, we have post about Degen stuff. We're probably gonna grow the Trench Capital TG as well to make it a little bit more trenchy vibes. So we have people like, you can show your bags, you can show or show your conviction plays or whatever you believe about the markets, right? And we may be, actually, fun enough, we might be bring some viewers later onto the stage if they want to get their thoughts out about the market situation, right? More guests, so very excited for the future. Yeah, good one, good one. Cool.
Awesome, guys. I appreciate all of you coming